back to my channel. I love it. I love to party. Hey. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new then welcome. If you haven't already, make sure that you smash the subscribe button, because obviously, you know, we're going up. We're actually going up. Wait, let me check how many subscribers I have now. 566, bro, that is so sick. Like, to think that I started with 0 subscribers and now I've got 566, like, that's so mad. So thank you guys for that. Also, like this video if you liked my intro, my new intro. I literally wanted one for ages, but finally I sat down and it literally took me 30 years to make it. So guys, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. This is gonna be a long video. Like, the thing is, yeah, is I've got loads of videos that I want to film. Like, I've made a list of videos, and I was planning, actually, if you've got me on Instagram, you'll know, to do how I got 3 A's in my A-levels. But this video, I've kept wanting to do it, and literally until 5 minutes ago, I was still deciding whether or not I should do this video or if I should just stick to doing the A-levels one and then do this one after. But honestly, guys, I think this is long overdue and I just want to do this. So sorry for those who have been waiting for my revision tips one. That one will be coming out soon. So I'm just going to tell you guys now, get comfy, get some food, because I'm just going to be speaking at you lot and I just want everyone to be comfortable right now, okay? So basically, yeah, spilling the tea, the truth about my uni experience so far. Okay, so the main reason, sorry guys, if I look down here at any point, it's because I've got a list of things I want to say, because then I'll be waffling here for 5 years. One of the main reasons that I wanted to do this video is, because bad people have popped, like, when I go back home or like when I'm speaking to my friends or whatever, they're always like, oh my god, yeah, it looks like you're having such a lit time at uni, like you look so happy, this and that. And I just want to make a disclaimer before I actually start this whole video. I'm not having a bad time at uni, okay? I'm enjoying myself, okay? I'm not literally sitting here every single day upset with nothing to do, no friends. Every single thing that I'm about to tell you guys in this video, it's personal stuff which I'm speaking to you guys about, but I've found friends at uni who might have come from a completely different environment to me, but they know and they've listened to everything I've had to say, and I love them so much. Do you know what I mean? It's just that my experience is not how I expected it to be, and that's what I'm going to speak to you guys about. Why am I being so serious? No, because this is a serious topic for me. Like, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I've been upset about it. Like, I have been upset about it. The past few days I went home because loads of things have been on my mind, like midweek. Yeah, this is going to be quite a serious video, but at the same time I'm going to try and make a couple jokes here and there, if you get what I'm saying. If you guys don't know already, I go to the University of Birmingham. I literally opened my results on camera. You guys saw how happy I was. Like, this was my first choice, like my first choice. Okay, I can't speak. My first choice, and also I was so happy and so excited to come here for multiple reasons. Obviously, it's a great uni. It's in the Russell Group. It's the second largest city after London, and I really wanted to make sure that I went to another city, a university in a city, because I'm a city girl. I grew up where it was busy, but also one of the main things is that it was diverse, okay? It was diverse, okay? London is a very, very, very ethnically diverse, and multicultural city. And especially where I came from, okay? If you're from Hounslow, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. I moved many times, but I basically grew up in Hounslow. I went to high school in Hounslow, or secondary school, whatever. I'm trying to act like I'm American. And bro, Hounslow, yeah? Honestly, my school was like 90% Asian, yeah? Indian, Bangladeshi, Pakistani. And my group of friends were very much Asian, African. Hello? Sorry about that, guys. Oh my god, I forgot what I was saying because I just turned the camera off. What was I saying? Wait, let's go back to the PowerPoint. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I remember what I was saying. So, honestly, my friendship group at home, I had Afghan friends, I had Indian friends, I had Pakistani friends, I had Somali friends, I had Jamaican friends. It was such a mix, okay? And that's how I grew up. That's all I knew. Oh, bro. the thing is, it's going to sound funny to some people because they've never experienced the environment that I grew up in. But honestly, in my school, like in my year, I could count the number of white people, yeah, and they were seen as the white group. And like, not that everyone was rejecting them, but people noticed them because they were the minority. Do you understand? So that's the kind of environment that I grew up in. And this whole video is basically going to be explaining that here, the environment that I'm in is completely different, and the transition has affected me, and I think that that's only natural, and I think it would have affected anyone, to be honest. But I wasn't prepared for this. My expectations of uni were not this. I think if I was mentally preparing myself, like, yeah, it's going to be different, like, obviously I'm going to a top uni, and unfortunately, bro, I learned this in sociology, yeah. The one thing that I don't want to do, guys, is push people away from applying to top universities because in their head they think, oh my god, it's majority white people that come from a different background, different culture to me. But that is the reality, and I studied this. Like, in sociology, when I did sociology A-level, we spoke about how there's such a small percentage of ethnic minorities in the highest achieving universities in the UK, and particularly Oxford and Cambridge. It's mad because I'm actually experiencing it now. And I'm here, like, I'm an ethnic minority. Although my skin might be white and my hair might be fair, like, the culture that I've come from, my parents were immigrants. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, it's a completely different background to lots of people who I'm surrounded by here, who they are fully English. They are very immersed in the British culture, which is nothing wrong with that. And I'm going to speak about that in a bit, how, if anything, I'm actually looking at the positives of that side. But I'm just saying that I do feel, like, very different sometimes. And, yeah. Yeah, so my expectations of uni weren't this. Like, you guys, bro, listen, yeah, if you go to my moving into uni vlog, yeah, I was like, when I'm speaking at one point, and I'm like, one side of me is scared, the other side of me is excited, like, freshers, and I start shaking my ass. Listen, no one here is shaking their ass like me, yeah, let me just say that now. So, like, I thought I was gonna come, and maybe this is naive of me, and this probably is naive of me, because I can't expect the whole of the UK to have the same sort of, like, ethnic mix like Hounslow, because Hounslow is also one extreme of the spectrum, do you know what I mean? But when I came here, and by the way, guys, I just want to say that I don't want this to be, like, I don't want to be offensive or disrespect anyone, because I genuinely have made friends in my accommodation who I really like as people, and that's the most important thing for me. Like, before I look at someone's race, yeah, I look at them as a human, and I get to know them, and I see if I can click with them, whether they be black, white, or Asian. Do you know what I mean? That doesn't matter to me. So that's why I don't want anyone, like, from my block, like, you know, if I love you, do you know what I mean? Like, to be thinking, like, oh, what, like, she's not happy, like, she's talking about us, this and that. Because no, it's not that. It's just, like, the cultural thing has been difficult for me. Like, it's my experience personally, do you know what I mean? And yeah, so when I came here, and I saw that there was bare white people, like, it might sound funny. Some of you might be watching this like, okay, well, babe, this is England, like, there are of course going to be white people here. But I'm just saying, like, for me, okay, little old me that was surrounded by ethnic minorities my whole life, I came here and I was like, raw, like, this is so mad, do you know what I mean? But the thing is, and I'm going to get on to this, sorry guys, I've got so many points, so that's why I made this list, but I'm not really sticking to it. My brain is like tabs, things just keep opening. I'm going to also speak about later how my accommodation itself, tennis courts, is very much white, like, compared to other accommodations which I've seen. So that's why my experience is not going to be the same as another ethnic minority's experience here, because maybe they are around in their accommodation or in their flat, more people who come from their background or, like, non-white backgrounds, do you know what I mean? Not only was I faced with the fact that everyone, like, I couldn't see any ethnic minorities, but also, like, in my first, like, couple of days, I saw things which I'd never seen before, okay? Like, in person. And that also really mentally fucked me, like, I'm not even joking. The thing is, I'm really not a judgmental person. Like, bro, I've done messed up shit. Everyone, you can do, like, your own shit, okay? Everyone can do their own stuff as long as you respect my decision if I don't want to do it. I went on the first night out and I saw someone doing hard drugs. and he kept asking me for a key. I don't know what you want a key for, you're trying to rob my house or something. And I was literally like, no, sorry. And then I saw like he got some white powder out, he started sniffing it, okay? And that to me, yeah, that was baffling. Like, if I'm being real with you guys, that was baffling. And I wasn't looking at him like, ew, what a freak. But I was just thinking, like, I've never seen this in person. Like, I'm in a completely different environment. In a house, if someone starts doing that, like, not trying to be rude, but you look like a nitty. Do you know what I mean? Like, people will be like, oh, and I'm not, by the way, guys, I'm not saying all white people do hard drugs. But I'm saying it is more common. It is more common among them than... It is. Like, the thing is, I need to be so careful because I don't want to start throwing stuff out and being offensive. But these are all my observations, guys, okay? These are just my observations. This is from what I've seen, like, growing up and from what I've heard, do you know what I mean? Like, what's been around me. But yeah, so that was one thing. The music was completely different. That's another thing, yeah, that I realised when I got here. The music that I listen to, a range of music, to be honest. Like, I don't want to say I only listen to drill and grime because I love French music. Like, if you know me, I'm always banging out French songs. I love Spanish music. I listen to Bashment. I listen to Afro beats. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, I listen to Iranian and Afghan songs as well, but I'm not going to be expecting them to play them at the club. But I'm just saying, like, in London, when I'd go clubbing or if I'd go to parties, that's the music that I would vibe to and I would listen to. And generally here... there's like a different liking of music, like, you know, drum and bass. I don't even know, bro, like, it's just different. And people don't really listen to the music that I listen to, which is cool. But I'm saying, like, when I want to go out, of course I'm gonna want to vibe to the music that I listen to. Like, people might be thinking like, oh, but that's just night out, that's just clubbing. Like, that is a big part of the uni experience. Like, people want to enjoy themselves, like, you don't want the nightlife to be sick. But if you haven't got a group who, like, have the same interests as you, that can get a bit hard. Because I don't want to, like, although they would, like, I'm not even joking, like, people in my flat or people in my accommodation would come clubbing with me if I really said to them, guys, come on. I don't want to force people to come and listen to music which they don't necessarily enjoy. Like, bro, what the fuck is drum and bass? Do you think I've ever listened to that shit in my life? Like, bro. So those are my first thoughts when I arrived, to be honest. I still think these things, but it's not as much of a shock because I've been here for 4 months. I'm used to it, do you know what I mean? I live here, like, I've become accustomed to the situation that I'm in. You know what, guys? It's so many layers in my brain. Like, there are small things as well. Like, there are really small things which probably when I was in conversation with a person, like, they didn't even notice that not that they were being offensive, but they didn't even notice that I, like, thought about, I felt a type of way, but I did because it made me realise, like, how different my environment is and how enclosed and how much of a bubble I was in Hounslow. Like, honestly, yeah, I love Hounslow, but it didn't prepare me for the real world. I'm good, mummy. I'm filming a YouTube video right now. Okay, I love you. Bye, bye, bye. I'll call you later. Khuday paman. And the joke is, University of Birmingham is actually one of the universities which is more mixed, bro. Maybe it's just my accommodation, like my personal experience. The surname Campbell, yeah? I'm gonna write it here, yeah? C-A-M-P-B-E-L-L, yeah? I've obviously seen that surname before, but I've never had a friend, because like I said, I didn't really have many white friends, yeah, who had that surname. And Campbell's a very, like, it's a traditionally British surname, obviously. Or like English, sorry, surname. So when I read the person's surname out, I read it like, I was like, oh, how do you pronounce that? Campbell, yeah? And he looked at me and he was like, oh, have you never seen that surname before? Like, not in a rude way, yeah, but I was thinking in my head, no, I haven't, babes. Like, I haven't seen that surname before. Like, I wouldn't know how to pronounce it. Because I don't have one friend with the surname Campbell. But one could say, oh, well, you're just stupid. Like, that's just like common knowledge and stuff. But I can pronounce Mohammed. I can pronounce, like, Simranji. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, maybe they will look at the name and be like, Simranji? Like, how do you say that? But it's just because, like, that's what I grew up around. Do you know what I mean? Like, no one with the surname Campbell. But this is what I'm saying, guys. This is going to take me on to a more positive part of the video, because I don't want you guys to be like, think that I'm sitting here and like, oh, yes, it's been hard. Yes, I'm sort of complaining in some way. But I want you guys to know, yeah, that I'm really trying to make positives out of the situation that I'm in right now, because I feel like that's key. And whenever I get low, I remind myself of that, because at the end of the day, I am British. Even though, like, I've never felt like I've been, like, really connected to the British culture, I'm literally using this opportunity to find that sort of connection because I live here. At the end of the day, in this country, majority of people are white, so it's giving me a chance to not only learn new things, but also to like meet different types of people from different backgrounds, from different families, from different classes. This is all helping me. It's opening my eyes, and also it's helping me grow as an individual because I've always been like exposed to different cultures, but never really the British culture, which is ironic. So I'm so grateful for that I've been given this opportunity to be in this environment so I can learn new things and like develop as a person, bro. You know what? Bang, 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 bang. Sometimes I speak and I'm like, wow, you're actually sick. And yeah, so basically guys, I hope you probably have a bit of a better understanding of my experience, like what I'm facing, what I'm feeling. And once again, I just want to reiterate, yeah, that I really don't want this video to push people who have come from similar areas like me, push people away from going to top universities because they're scared that they'll experience the same sort of thing. Because like I said, there are positives out of it, and at the end of the day, we're here for our education. Of course, everybody wants to have a good uni experience. Everybody wants to have that vision that they see, like, oh, uni is lit, da 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 da. And I feel like my time will come, guys, but it's all a matter of time, making effort, do you know what I mean, like being positive. So still achieve for the top unis. So now, yeah, what I'm going to speak about is my observation on race, okay? And this, once again, yeah, I really don't want to be offensive whatsoever to anyone, and I'm going to say how I feel, and at the same time, what I feel is not disrespectful. Do you get what I'm saying? So like, I'm not even trying not to be disrespectful, because how I feel is just my observations on what I've seen and like how naturally things are. So yeah, like I said, I'm not the only ethnic minority in this whole university. Like, University of Birmingham is actually known to be more diverse than other Russell Group universities. And so there are things like the ACS, African Caribbean Society, like Indian SOC, like stuff like that. There are these groups, but honestly guys, my observation honestly is, yeah, that different races stick together. And this might be such a bold statement that I'm putting out there, yeah, but this is what I see. I go to this uni, and I'm not saying that it's the same all around the world, but in an environment I feel where it's majority white people, ethnic groups are going to stick together. Like, people are going to stick together from the same ethnic group they come to because they feel comfortable. When I see like groups around campus, black people stick together, Asian people stick together. I'm talking about Asian, like Indian, Pakistani. Asian Oriental people stick together, although majority of them are international students, but still, at one point when I first got here, it put me in a bit of an identity crisis, because I was like, where do I belong? Do you know what I mean? I went to the African Caribbean Society because, like I said, lots of my friends from home are black, and they're really open. Like, they're like, lots of people from London go there because it's that sort of culture, like that sort of like bashment Afrobeats music, do you know what I mean? Like grime. And yeah, so there were, obviously it was majority black because it is African Caribbean Society, but I saw a few white people there, like a few Arabs there, or technically they're African, like North Africa. I didn't feel like I fitted in, and this is no shade on the society itself, because they tried to make me feel more comfortable, bro. Like, they actually tried to make me feel more comfortable because we were sitting in a lecture hall and they were speaking about how to like aim high and like achieve something like that, yeah. And then at the end, they were going around, they were asking questions to people, like sitting down. The girl that was running it, who I think was the head of the society, I'm not sure, but she was one of the like people who were organising the event. She came up to me, yeah, one of the only white people in the room out of like 100 people. She came up to me and she asked me, and I thought that was so like, not only nice, but like including, because it made me feel like, okay, yeah, even though I'm not black, I am welcome to this society, even though the title is African Caribbean Society. So that's what I'm saying, like, it's no shade to the society. It's more about how I felt. And I know people can be like, bro, pattern, do you know what I mean? Like, go chill with them. And I will, like, from now on, I'm going to be making an effort with more people and, like, getting out there and stuff. But, like, the way that I try to explain it, bro, to my black friends at home, like, when I talk to them, yeah, I'm like, the thing is, it's like, this is the way that I try to explain it, and hopefully you guys will understand where I'm coming from, is that if there was me, because I'm obviously, I don't know if you guys know this, yeah, but I'm half Afghan, half Iranian, yeah. If you didn't know, you know now, okay? Repping it. If I had a group, yeah, of all Iranian friends, let's say we were 10 Iranian girls, yeah, and an African person came. Okay, I'm saying like everyone's British, okay, but like I'm talking about their origins. So if an African black person came, yeah, and they were like chilling with us, I would not make them feel any type of way. If anything, I'll be trying to include them more, like that girl did for me. In my group of Iranian friends, nobody would make her feel a type of way. But at the end of the day, when we're all listening to our Iranian music, when we're all like talking about Iranian food, Iranian culture, if we end up like here and there speaking our own language, unintentionally, yeah, and subconsciously, we might make that person, that black girl, feel a type of way. And I feel like that's kind of how I felt like in a situation where like I was the only like different person there. I don't know, I just didn't feel like I fully fitted in, yeah. You know what, guys, this is me being so real with you guys. Like, this is why the title is Spilling the Tea. This is stuff, yeah, that I speak about to my family and my closest friends, and I really don't feel the type of way saying it on YouTube, because I feel like it might be beneficial to lots of people who are either going through my experience, who are about to go to uni. We're prepared so much when we're going to secondary school from primary school. Like, okay, it might be a big school, like there are going to be loads of people, you're going to feel overwhelmed. But I never got any talks about like preparing for the transition to university. Do you know what I mean? So I'm trying to help you. Bro, white people who are in university, yeah, not even necessarily people I know, opening their eyes to the situations that lots of ethnic minorities may be going through, but they're not going to speak about it to them, either because they don't feel like they'll understand, or they don't feel confident enough to speak out because they might feel like a bit shy. This is stuff that people go through. Bro, this is a deep ass video. You guys have probably finished your food by now. Pause it, go get another meal. But so yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. And I did speak to another girl from this uni, and she agreed with me, and she was like, yeah, I do feel like it's very cliquey, like the different racial groups. And it just made me feel like, where do I belong? Do you know what I mean? Like, I have Asian friends, I'm Asian myself. I can click with white people, I can click with black people, I can click with Asian people. Like, that's why I've been saying to myself, like, I'm gonna just try and make a range of friends. I'm gonna try and make a range of friends, because I don't feel like I belong anywhere. I don't feel like I can be categorized and put into one box. And yeah, right, this is gonna be a long ass video. I have one more story, but I'm just thinking like, rah, this video is going to be so long. So I'm thinking like, let me just do this as another story time for you guys. And it's basically linking to this video, but it's about the different types of people I've met here. And also I've been exposed to like racism. Like, I've literally been exposed to people, and the stuff that comes out of their mouth honestly shocks me. Like, it's ridiculous, yeah. And they do it in like such a jokey way. I've got a story about this guy that I actually confronted in front of the whole seminar because of something that he said to the seminar tutor. And yeah, I think that would be a good story time, and I'm going to do that separate for you guys. So comment down below, yeah, if you want to hear that story. Comment down below your opinions of this video, because you know what, guys, I've been so real with you, yeah. So share this video with whoever. If you know someone who's going through a similar experience to me, like, do you know what I mean, tell them to watch this video. Show them that they're not the only person, because I sometimes feel like I'm going through something that no one else is, and then I'll hear like 1 or 2 people like agreeing with me, and I'm just like, raw, like, raw. And just one quick advice, yeah, if you're going through what I'm going through, just remember, yeah, first of all, it's not about race. Even among people who you might feel are completely different to you, yeah, you can find people you connect with that are good people and that will listen to you and that you can joke around with. Do you know what I mean? Even though you guys might come from completely different backgrounds, but also stick it out and be strong. I went home the past few days, and like, my granddad honestly gave me the best advice. He was like, if you're upset, where are you going to find the happiness from? You need to be positive, and you can only bring that within yourself. And this applies to any like negative situation you're going through. If you genuinely feel low, where does happiness come from? It comes from within. You need to be positive. You need to look at every negative situation. Try to find something positive out of it. Make your days more positive. Go to the gym. Eat healthy. These are all things that I'm trying to focus on. have a good sleeping pattern, because sleeping at 4 AM and waking up at 2 PM is just like, it puts you in a down mood the whole day. And once you feel positive within, you're gonna attract positive energy around you. And I'm gonna end this video on that note. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Honestly, I was being so real and raw with you guys. I hope you guys appreciated it, because it's not easy. But yeah, love you guys. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for liking my videos and sharing my videos. It literally means so much. And let's try to hit 600 subscribers. Once again, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Thank you. Bye.